what is the price of the American dream for a person who is a small town girl and who likes small things about India.
Everybody, when you tell that, oh, I'm working in America, they don't see that, okay, what is the feeling behind that? You are working in America, now you are earning in dollar, your life is set. But no, right? We have also few challenges which we are going through, which we don't want to share with anyone.
Why did you decide to write the book, and why did you choose the topic American Dream?
Day-to-day life is like you talking to your parents, talking to your loved one, sharing all those details with them. The book end is like, after all these struggle or challenges or what I achieved, I'm not going to say that, okay, please don't come to America, because this is like a land of opportunity. You have to explore that.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode of Pitch Cafe podcast. Today is a very special day. And I say special, it's because I'm with another fellow author. When one author meets another author, it's not only the meeting of the minds, it's the meeting of the hearts, it's the meeting of the journeys. When I see someone who is at the top of their profession in a technology field, in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and they are writing a book from their heart, I cannot wait but just bring them and host them on my podcast. The reason is the journey of the head is very different from the journey of the heart. So we have with us the author of the book American Dream. Who does not want to live the American dream? But is it easy? What is the price of the American dream for a person who is a small town girl and who likes small things about India, who likes the culture, the traditions of India? What is it like to pursue the American dream? Without further ado, let's bring on Pallavi Kumari, the published author, going to be published in a couple of days, of the book American Dream. Pallavi, welcome to Pitch Cafe podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. Tell me, you're a small town girl from India. What was it like growing up in India, and why did you make this choice? You worked so hard. You're in one of the most competitive landscapes in AI and technology, and look at the career you've had. You've some of the best logos on your resume. Why did you decide to write the book, and why did you choose the topic American Dream?
Yeah, so obviously I'm a small town girl where you like families around with you, and day-to-day life is like you talking to your parents, talking to your loved one, sharing all those details with them. And moreover, when you come out from that, because small town, everyone knows everyone, like your neighbor knows you, everyone knows you. And then when I decided to pursue my dream to come for higher study and to wanted to stay in America, the one thing which I always lack, that you want to celebrate something, but you have to wait for 24 hours to make a call. So one incident I wanted to share, that the graduation where all parents were there, and then I was just calling my parents that, oh, be on the, at least they shared the YouTube link where you can go and you are getting your graduation certificate and everything. And I still remember when I was like walking towards the aisle and I was calling my parents that, hey, are you up? Because that time in India it was like something 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or something. Though my mother already like, sees in the deep sleep, somehow my father, he wake up, he saw whatever it is, like, but next day. And that those are the incident which all I always realize that, okay, fine, like, we are earning money now. Something is that like which we wish we can buy it, but those feeling where you have your loved one around, when you can share anything,
Yeah.
even though you are earning less there, but still you have that feeling that, okay, every dream is going to be fulfilled because people are there here.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
so those are the moment where I thought, because everybody, when you tell that, oh, I'm working in America, they don't see that, okay, what is the feeling behind that?
Yeah.
That, oh, like you are working in America, now you are earning in dollar, your life is set. But no, right? We
Yeah.
have also few challenges which we are going through, which we don't want to share with anyone. But yeah, again, those are the challenges which we face.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
tell us about, no, this is a very powerful example. You're graduating, you want to share with your loved ones, but they have to really go through trouble of staying awake, just to be with you in that moment. And I come from a very large joint family, so I can totally relate to this. So tell me, what is it like for you to move to a new place? You moved to a new state. You were in California before, I believe so,
Yeah.
and California has lots of Indians. So
Yes.
the feeling of missing is little. It hurts a little less. But what was it like to move to a place where there were less of your type of people? And how did you brave it? What did you do to keep yourself sane?
Yeah, yeah. So that is the year when I started writing the book, because when I was in California, my all friends and all who already graduated. But before that, I was in Texas when I'm doing my masters, and then this COVID hit, where you're not going to college and anywhere. But later on, like we do have, like that time nobody is going office and all, but still I moved to California, where like, my all college friends and everyone is there. Then I thought of moving to Texas because of my husband, because he has to move to Texas. And then we decided that, okay, let's go to move to Texas. And when I came in, because you know that California, you have a lot of things to do.
Yeah,
And then I have a lot of friends also there to you hang out, go out, talk to them. But here, like I'm like completely alone. So that time we decided to move, but my husband has to come, I think within 6 months or 7 months, something like that. So that time I was like completely alone. I don't have much friend because this is like a new city all together. So I thought, okay, let's start writing.
yeah,
But again, this thing was there always in my mind, that I wanted to write something about this, that how we survive being an immigrant, and
yeah,
how we start over when you, and it's not about only with India or America, it's about being a foreign land with
yeah,
any nationality. If you go anywhere, if
yeah,
you go Europe, you have to make new friend, you have to make a new life over there.
yeah,
And again, you start knowing the people, start building your friend circle, start doing all over things again, which which is good in a way, but again like bad in a way, where you need not to so many people, you don't know so many people, that how you can establish over there. If something goes wrong, to whom to ask, how
yeah,
to approach.
yeah.
So yeah.
So this is a very touching story. I mean, I can relate to this also. I had to live in Philadelphia for 2 whole years after
Hmm.
I was newly married, because I got a job there, and the job I had in California was no longer there. So I resorted to writing myself. I was writing on meditation and lifestyle. But
Yeah.
why did you pick the topic American Dream? Like it's not easy to write a book. Let's face it.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of determination, consistency. What is your book like? Tell us about the chapters in your book.
Yeah, so it's kind of memoir with the where like what I felt about that while coming here. Like small thing, the comparison, like when you see that, okay, go and buy coffee.
Yeah,
So when you go outside in India, what you just order the coffee and
yeah.
it will come.
It's just come.
And
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But now if you go out, it's like here so many variety of milk itself, so many variety of coffee, and you are like so confused that which what to order.
yeah,
So these are the small things where I decided, and then being an Indian, like we don't want to like, show anyone struggle. Like that
yeah,
is our mindset. Like we,
yeah,
whatever the struggle we have, we'll discuss on. We'll be in the home, and but we don't want to show anyone. So few of my friends, they go home India, and then they have like all those branded gift and all, and they comes and they tell the story that, oh, people are telling that, oh, now you having latest iPhone, you having this. So those are the conversation, and then I decided that, okay, so this is like something we have to write it.
yeah. So it's a satire. It's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
What's the
yeah.
fun element? Why did you find it funny?
Yeah, so few things, like I believe like you also read few chapter like cooking food, right?
Yeah,
Here, this is like so chaos in that apartment, that when we start cooking of any Indian stuff we wanted to. I remember I tell you the story that when I was in California, when my roommate were not there, I was scared to cook, because I thought, okay, what if I cook something and this fire alarm will start beeping? So literally that day, if someone is not there in the apartment, I just go buy some food and eat it. I don't want to like, I
I
don't
know.
want to, yeah.
Yeah, in Bangan Bharta, we burn the bangan on the fire, so
Yeah.
it'll generate fire alarm. So
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
no,
So, and then there is like few scenario where when you are coming here, you have to build your credit score, which
yeah,
we were not aware when we were student, right?
yeah,
And we don't have time credit card. We don't have much money on that to invest or build the credit history.
yeah,
So whenever you want to buy something, well, you have to go through with that okay, these many score you have to maintain, these many things we have to do for buying anything, any new thing. If you want, okay, now I have done my student life, now I want to start earning, but since you don't have credit score, you will not able to buy anything. So
yeah.
these are the small things which
You really felt about writing. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
incredible, incredible. So that being said, it's not the story of a weak person. Your story is a story of strength. So, among all these small, funny incidents, there's a person who sat back, who found humor, and decided, I'm going to write about this. Tell us about what was the brighter side of this book? Like, why did you say, God, this has to come out? What was that part of
Yeah,
you?
correct. So with the like one thing I just wanted to be honest, when I was in India also, for me there is no need of moving to United States. The only thing which I did is because I got married and my husband moved here. So I don't have any intention of moving here, even though when I'm married for 10 or 11 year before that, when we are talking, when he was telling that, oh, you have to come, we were discussing on that. No, 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 you come back because I don't want to leave from here. But some point of time, the problem is that when you are married with someone and then both the decision will, you need to listen on that part. And
Yeah,
then that was like the concern where when if I'm moving here, I am not able to work. So I have only one chance, which is I want to do is higher study. I have to come for higher study so that I can grow in my career or whatever it is. Because I don't want to like sit in my house and be on dependent on him.
yeah,
So I decided on that perspective. And but when I came here, it's completely because I have in India, I worked for 10 years, and then after 10 years, you started like you study all together. And
yeah,
that too, if it's Indian university, it makes sense, but America is a completely different. You have a lot of assignment, you have everything. Then also like when I came first year, the accent problem where I need to keep on asking people that, oh, what did you say? Can you repeat it? Can you repeat it? So
yeah,
many times I have to say. But the one thing which I have is that I'm not telling that I'm so confident person, but I'm consistent. Like if I have to work, I have to complete it. Even though if people are taking 5 hours, I'll take 10 hours, but I'll complete it.
yeah, yeah,
So more than confident, I have like consistency on my work that okay, now I have to do this. So
yeah,
I have to do it. So that's gave me strength. I have completed my master, then I have started working on that, and then I realized that no, whatever I thought for that, probably maybe if I would have in India, maybe I would have not grown that much. But obviously, America gave me a lot of career growth here. That is like I'm so thankful for that, and you have a lot of opportunity here.
definitely.
So yeah,
Yeah. So let's talk about the brighter side of you in America. What is the part of Pallavi that emerged? There's a
hmm,
side of Pallavi that was so connected in India. It's an ecosystem where you have your load, the mental load you take, life throws on you. You have so many people to share it with. But when you come to US, it kind of reduces. So you take on the load and then you figure it out. So what is that side of Pallavi that figured it out? How does she look? What is she like?
no. So for me, I don't know. Like always, my family tell that you have two side. So I have like home another version of me and the outside another version of me. So whatever the stress I take outside, I don't know. Like people don't feel because I'm like very friendly person also. So people comes to me, tell the okay, I have this difficulty. How do I solve? How do I do? But for me, I take up everything, and when I come home,
Yeah,
it's like I blast. So for me, I don't do much on that thinking. If I just confident about that this thing I have to do, no matter
yeah,
how much time it takes for me, but I
yeah,
wanted to do it. So this book also I have started in 2023, where like I went with so many ups and downs. Okay, I'm not able to write it. Now, how do we maintain the chapter? What all be? How is the ending? How is the starting? But yeah, since I have decided that, I have completed that. So for me, that is the only game with that. If I decide that, no matter how long it takes, I'm like, I wanted to complete that. I don't want to leave things in middle.
Yeah, wonderful. That being said, Pallavi, if you were to write a playbook on how to blend in successfully in the American culture, if you're coming from a very homely place in India and you have to build a life in the US, what are some of the tricks you have figured out to stay happy and also grow and be successful in the US? What does your playbook look like? Let's go over one by one. What about the language barriers and
Yes,
communication
yes.
skills?
Yeah, that was like here initially when I came here. I told you every time I have to ask so many times, even though professor also like, can you just explain what did you say on that perspective? Like it took me so many years to understand that one, that how they are like, how the accent is, how they are explaining things, how they are talking nicely.
What did you learn about the food, adjusting to food? What were the surprises and how did you adjust to food?
Yeah, no, so food with the, because when I was in India also I was in Bangalore. So Bangalore is like all the continental food you get it. So for adjusting me in the food, I don't see any problem when I traveled here. And when I was also in India, I was like, I always come for 1 month vacation here, so I explore food and everything. Though I cannot eat everyday pizza and pasta, I need my Indian food. But blending in the food, I did not see any much issues over there,
Yeah.
because I have tried probably almost everything. Yeah, though I am vegetarian, so I don't eat meat and all. But other than that, I did not see any like problem while like here.
Is there a way you can do it quickly? Now that you've figured it out, what's a good, quick way? Because communication is the core of American culture. A lot
Yeah.
of success follows communication. So,
So one good thing happened with me, because when I was started my career in US, I was continuously doing internship. So that time, every meeting you go, every time you have to talk, you have to explain things. What did you do? How
yeah,
did you do? So those things improved me. And
wonderful.
then I started reading few like English novel. I started watching English series and everything. That also helped me a lot. And then moreover, like I do have also few American friends.
Yeah.
So while talking to them also, it got improved everything. But moreover, more than that, like the office work, office culture, when you are talking, when you are like explaining things, that helped me a lot.
And what about the dress code? How did you figure out the dress code? Because some of my friends took a very long time, and
Mhm.
people who figured out the dress code quickly, I think
Mhm.
they grew faster. This is a very stark observation for me. It's
Yeah.
like it was a no-brainer. So how
Yeah.
did you do that? Did you follow influencers or did you have a mentor? How did that work?
No, I did not, because I tell you the story one. When I was doing my masters, and then there is one American friend of mine, and then there is this Diwali. We were celebrating, and I called him, and he was like, "I never talked to you, but I always admire your dressing sense." So this is something I was doing like when I was there in India also.
Yeah.
So I did not have the problem while you are dressing up, and based on the occasion and how you dress well in college or in office, everywhere. So everywhere, if one thing, if you ask with my friend or anyone, they will tell that, okay, no, see, dress well. So
Yeah, so
yeah,
awesome. So you kind of had a natural talent for it.
yes,
But
yes,
some people don't. They
yeah.
still don't know how to fit into the culture. What are a few things they can do to improve? What are some things you do without knowing that? How do you keep an eye out for this?
Yeah. Moreover, I with the for me is whatever you are comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah, just wear it. But again, when you are now, if you are going somewhere in the mall, now you suppose that if you wanted to wear sari, you cannot, because people will start looking into that and noticing into that.
yeah,
So it's not, see the situation, see where you are, and
yeah.
probably wear the dress according to that occasion.
Yeah, wonderful. And the last thing, you're acing it in technology. You're leading technology in so many good companies, and it's quite challenging to get a job in these companies. And what was it? What did it take for you to get jobs in the United States in one of the best workplaces around?
Yeah, so when I started my career with those, that time it's like all over everything is coding, right?
Yeah.
Because I have like something around 9 years of straight. I was working in India, and then I have to start over, and then in 9 years or 10 years, almost everything got changed. And then when you are studying, you have a new grad student as well who just passed out from there, and they are starting. But for me, the one good habit of me that I start talking to everyone. It's not like I just talk to my only my age group. So I have like a friend of all age group. I go trip, I go everywhere with them, everywhere. So I started talking to them that okay, now these are the interview, how to prepare them, how to prepare that, what we have to do, because they are young. They know that how to do what is happening in outside of the company or inside of the company, how you get it. So few things when I was in college, few of my friends they helped me that okay, no, now start doing this, you start doing that, and then once I get in the company, like first company, and then I started okay, now I got that, and I started putting hard labor on that also, like because whatever the project I'm doing, I just wanted to give the 100% on that, so that for the next interview or something, I need to explain them nicely.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So basically, you're very good in networking.
yes, I'm very
I
good
think
in network.
no, I agree with you. To achieve the American dream, networking is very important, and communication is like bedrock of the
Yes.
American dream. So what? So have you achieved your American dream, or you still have a long way to go?
Still, I have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Still not. Still, every step I am taking one by one. Yeah, but yeah,
So
of course, it's a long way to go.
wonderful. So Pallavi, for the audience here, where can they buy your book, and what can they expect from the book? How is it going to touch them?
Yeah, so they can buy my book in Amazon.com, Amazon.in, I think Amazon.uk also, also Barnes and Noble, Walmart.com. And so once, probably this is not my story. I tell that it's like every immigrant story. When you
Yeah.
read about this, you'll correlate. At least one incident will happen to you for sure. Out
Yes.
of all 26 chapters that I have written, yeah, written that.
The coffee incident is so
Yeah,
consistent.
yeah,
Like it
yeah,
happened to me, happened to my mom, my cousin. Like we are
yeah.
all coffee freaks, and I bring them to the coffee shop. It's like, which is the closest one to filter coffee? Can you tell me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
amazing, amazing. So that being said, immigrants have a tough gene. We work very hard. Obviously, you work super hard, and writing a book is not easy. Incredible. So Pallavi, there's one question. It's kind of spoiler, not a spoiler. How does the book end? You want to say it or?
Yeah, so the book end is like, after all these struggle or challenges or what I achieved. I'm not going to say that okay, please don't come to America, because this is like a land of opportunity. You have to explore that.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. So that's a great answer. You didn't give it away, but you kind of gave it away. But so I really want to read your full book. I can't wait. What is the date of the launch? And
Yeah, May 12th, it's launching worldwide.
so wishing you all the best. This has been a great conversation and also journey down the lane for me with my entire timeline is captured also along with you. So always my highest regards to a book author. It's not easy to write a book. We all will buy your book, support your book, and wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, Vidyan. Thanks a lot. I know that you have so much busy schedule, but thanks for giving some time to me talking to.
Appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah.